my name is Macy, and today I'll be telling you a story of murder, mystery, and maggot butts. I want to be a forensic entomologist one day, and lots of people don't quite know what that is, so let me break it down for you. Entomology is the study of insects, and forensics is any time science is applied to and interacts with a court of law. So, forensic entomology is the study of insects as it relates to the law. But Macy, what do bugs have to do with crime? Why, thank you for the smooth transition, random bystander. In criminal investigations, estimating the time a person died is of utmost importance. This information can help investigators prove or disprove the reliability of witness statements and alibis, prove whether or not a crime was committed, and understand the general timeline of a committed crime. During autopsy, many techniques are used to pinpoint a specific time of death, but sometimes other means are necessary to determine this information. Enter the forensic entomologist. A forensic entomologist can use their expertise and knowledge of insects to help determine the time a body was colonized by insects after death. This can be helpful in determining the time a person died, but I must emphasize that the time of colonization doesn't necessarily equal the time of death. Thus far, I've told you about the murder and the mystery. Now for the maggot butts. A forensic entomologist can determine the approximate age of a maggot via a part on the maggot called the posterior spherical, basically a maggot's butt. You can tell the age of the maggot by the three little lines inside the posterior spherical. 1 would mean its first instar, 2 would mean its second instar, and 3, which is shown in this image, would be a third instar maggot. By the way, instars are basically the 3 stages that fly larvae go through before pupating. Anyway, looking at the posterior spherical can help us determine the age of a maggot, which ultimately helps us determine the time a body was available for colonization after death. Luckily, insects grow at a known rate based on temperature. The only issue is that human remains are commonly found outside in temperatures that change constantly throughout the day. To account for this, we use a concept called degree days. A degree day is the number of degrees above the lower threshold in a 24-hour period. To calculate the number of degree days in a day, we do the average temperature in degrees Celsius minus the threshold temperature for the growth of the flies, also in degrees Celsius, times the number of days. This helps us determine how much the larvae have grown and aged over time in constantly changing temperatures. Great, now we have this information, but how do we apply it? To determine the range of time in which the body could have been colonized by insects, we compare the number of degree days accumulated through each stage of an insect's life cycle to the accumulated number of degree days over a period of time. This all helps us determine when a body was available for colonization by insects and gives us an idea of when the person may have died. Now you know how investigators use insects to solve crimes. Thanks for watching!